Hello everybody, this is Simon Friedman with Alistair Capital, and we're having our market review. Today's Wednesday, January the 18th, and the biggest upcoming thing is inauguration of a new president elected, Trump, which will happen in 2 days, which is on Friday. Now, why am I saying this? Because looking across the board, looking at all the instruments, things are kind of holding, and the best indication to it is S&P's 500. Take a look. Okay, that's a straight line. Nothing is happening there. The markets are waiting. Of course, there's no surprise. He's going to become president. It's going to be a lot of controversy, a lot of things. But what everybody's waiting for is actually for him to step into the White House and start implementing his ideas. So there's uncertainty as far as economic directions and international trade and everything else. So everybody's waiting to see what's going on and what to expect. So as I said, the S&P 500 we're having a flat line after making record highs. If you look at the weekly chart, we're showing a little bit of a reversal sign over here if you're judging by the candles. So what we want to see, previous week levels broken either way. Okay, to buy here it's a little bit scary. To sell, maybe we'll catch a little bit of a correction. So look for the levels of last week, which is around 2248 level, and possibly a shorting scenario there. Gold, okay. Gold has been having a rally, and that's something to do with uncertainty, and of course something to do with Brexit and new presidency of the US as well. So what happened in pound? Sorry, this is gold. We've been having about 7 sessions on the upside, and today's the first session on the downside. The highest point of yesterday was 1218.72, and we're getting to the level of the previous strong resistance here around 1220, 1225 level. That's why the sellers are coming in. There's probably profit taking going on, and the new sellers are building up shorting positions into this strong resistance here. The same idea. Let's take a look at the weekly chart. Okay, it's more obvious over here as far as the resistance. So so far it's facing a resistance here, like I said, around 1218 level. So we want to see on the daily chart, maybe if we choose to go higher, maybe test 1225. So we have to close behind about yesterday's high in order to go to that level. And should we break the level, probably go to 1247, 1250 areas right here on gold. Okay, now pound has had a very interesting scenario. There was over the weekend, they start saying that there's going to be a hard Brexit, and there's a big panic over the weekend. The pound fell down here about 2%, and then after the speech, we had a robust move up to the previous level of resistance, and we're correcting a little bit over here. So I think we're going to be sitting within this range right here, and see what's going to happen. And a few things I want to mention this week will be affecting everything, including pound. It's as soon as today we have Janet Yellen speaking today, and everybody's going to be watching it again for what's happening. We all know we'll have in the new year 2017 we'll have few interest rate hikes. Some say 3, some say 4. That's why we're going to be listening to Yellen. What's her outlook and what's her predictions and what's her directions as far as interest rate and economy as a whole. We have another thing is happening today is the interest rate decision from Bank of Canada, and that will be affecting the Canadian dollar. Of course, let's take a look at that. Canadian dollar has been doing the same thing again. Take a look. We spoke about a few weeks ago. We came to this level over here. We bounced this level over here. Now we broke it, but we're sitting on the previous level of support around 130 30. So today is bouncing off that level. So we want to see maybe if it's continuation to, if we finally break these levels, go to around 128 area, but we would need to close below yesterday's bar, which was 130.17. So around 130 and lower we need to close. Again, let's see what's happening today with Yellen's speech. Let's see what's happening today as far as the economic news from Canada. Okay, we have Australian dollar, something that we've been watching closely. It's been strong, and partially the reason it's been strong, it's been going parallel with gold. If you take a look at the gold chart, it's going in a similar direction, similar strength. And again, we're facing a strong resistance around these levels, 175.70. Yesterday was a strong day. The highest point was 175.67. We didn't break it yet. We'll follow the gold, what the gold is doing. We'll follow Australian news, the employment data, which is coming tonight, which is tomorrow early morning. It's at 12:30 GMT time. Tomorrow on Thursday, we have interest decision from ECB. Let's take a look at euro. What can be a scenario here? We spoke about euro, and we finally broke into the channel, and this was the confirmation here, the close, and then the high was here, 106.17. We went, yesterday was a strong move. Again, it was a strong move against the dollar all across the board. So we went about 100 pips from the breaking point here, from the closing of the 5th of January. So again, we're going to be facing a strong resistance here, the previous levels that we couldn't break besides this tail over here. So should we choose going higher, you should expect a lot of selling or shorting process over here around 107.50. It could be not a bad idea to follow that. We have something that's very serious as well as far as news. Friday we have GDP, the gross domestic product news out of China, and what's usually affecting Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar, and copper. So we want to see those news coming out on Friday. Let's take a look at oil. Okay, something that everybody's watching. It's been very chaotic. A weekly chart is just pretty much not doing anything, but if you're trying to trade it on a daily chart, it's very, very choppy market here. Today we're having a down day on oil, and I guess we're trying to confirm these levels over here around 50, 60 or 50, 50 area. Okay, maybe even we will go in the technical term, something they call the close the gap. Maybe we'll try to go around 50, maybe even 49 levels. So we want to see what's happening. Again, we're trading within the bar of last week. So let's see. If you look in the weekly chart after this big move up, we're actually building here, so most likely we're going to go higher from here, probably to a 60 level. So what's happening? Why is it choppy? A lot of professionals are moving it up and down and loading the position. Most likely we're going to go high from here, and as everybody predicted, probably go and touch 60 area. But as everything else in the market, it's not easy. You're gonna get beaten up before the market goes your way. So just be careful. Make sure that you're controlling your equity and you don't get wiped out of these stops and tails and everything else. Okay, so again, let's just summarize what we said. We had the flat line on S&Ps. That means the general market is not doing anything. We're sitting in the same place. We have gold, which is trying to break to 1225 level, and we'll be watching that, and of course it will be connected to Yellen's speech today as well. We have pound after a sell-off, the robust recovery. Let's see what's happening there. We had euro, which is trying to test 107.50 area, and then we'll be watching the ECB decision and press conference as well. So let's have a positive week. Let's watch a show of Mr. Trump his inauguration as the President of the United States. It's going to be a lot of chaos there as usual, and hopefully we'll have some good trading, and we'll get back together next week. Have a wonderful week. All the best.